Hello everyone. So today I am going to discuss one question on the naive-Bayes algorithm. Okay, naive-Bayes algorithm. This question is from the course Introduction to Machine Learning. Introduction to Machine Learning by NPTEL. So this is a week 8 question. Okay. So what is the question is about? Consider the following data for 20 budget phones, 30 mid-range phones and 20 high-end phones. Okay. So the data is what? The budget phone, which is having 20 total phones. Out of those 20, 15 phones are having single SIM, and out of those 25 is having 5G compatibility. Okay, and there is one more attribute or feature, that is NFC, and no phone in the budget phone is having that particular attribute or feature. Then out of these mid-range phones, which were 30, 20 are having single SIM, then 20 are again having 5G compatibility, and 15 are having NFC. Total 30 phones are there. So here some of the phones are having multiple features or attribute. Okay, and out of the high end phones, 20 high end phones, 15 are having single SIM, 15 are having 5G compatibility, and 15 are having this feature called NFC. Okay. Now what is the question? Question is, consider a phone with 2 SIM card slot having this NFC feature but no 5G compatibility. So this particular phone that they are asking, this is a test case. Okay, given is this data set. From this data set, by using the naive-Bayes algorithm, we need to design the model. Okay, so this naive-Bayes algorithm, it is a probabilistic model. It gives us probability values. Okay, and I need to then find out the class level of this test case. Okay, which is having 2 SIM card slot, NFC but no 5G compatibility. Now here in this particular question or data set, what is the class level here? The class level is nothing but this type. Okay, what is the type of the phone? Is it a budget phone? Is it a mid-range phone? Is it a high-end phone? That is the class level. Calculate the probabilities of this phone being a budget phone or a mid-range phone or high-end phone. Okay, so whatever this test case they have given, we need to find out whether it is a budget phone or mid-range phone or high-end phones. And how I can find it out? By calculating the probability value this phone being the budget phone. Okay, what is the probability if we consider it as a budget phone? What is the probability? If it is mid-range, what is the probability? If it is a high-end phone, what is the probability? So what out of all these 3 classes, whichever classes is having highest probability value, actually that phone, this test case belongs to that particular class level. Okay, the correct ordering of the phone type from highest to lowest probability. So for each and every class we will get some probability values, and which probability value which class is having highest. Okay, that order we need to find out. Now quickly recall what is this naive-Bayes algorithm. So naive-Bayes algorithm, we can consider the model or hypothesis for it is probabilistic. Okay, probability that of a class level Ci. Okay, this class level can be class 1, class 2, class 3. Here the class levels are budget, mid-range and high-end. Given the data, given all the data or features, what are the features? Single SIM or double SIM, 5G is there or not, NFC is there or not. Okay, that is my this x values. Okay, there are 3 x values here. So 3 features are there. So I need to find out, given the feature value, given this data set, what will be the probability of that class level. Okay, and it is equal to what? It is equal to probability of the feature values given the class level multiplied by probability of that class level upon probability of x. Okay. So, here this particular model or hypothesis we have got from the Bayes theorem, okay, from the Bayes theorem of conditional probability we have obtained this. Now, for each and every class level we need to find out this probability value. As you can see that that means for what is the probability that it is a budget range phone given the class level. Okay. What is the probability that it is a mid range phone given the this feature value, given what is the probability it is a high end phone given this feature value. Okay. So, for all these three probability value we have to calculate, that means we have to calculate whatever is there in the right hand side. Now, here this right hand side of all these three probability value, this probability of x, the denominator it is a constant value. So, we will not waste time by calculating this px, because px will be divided to all the values here on the right hand side. Okay. So, we can skip that one and modify the formula as probability of x given the class level multiplied by probability of the class level. So, actually the numerator whatever is there, that only if we calculate we can find out our desired values. Okay. So, here let me write here probability of this portion. First we will calculate this probability of this what is the probability of a particular class. So, probability of the phone being budget phone. So, here you can see that how many phones are budget phone, 20 phones are budget phone. Out of how many phone, 20 plus 30 plus 20, out of 20 plus 30 plus 20, 20 are budget phone. So, this is 20 by 70. Then similarly we can calculate what is the probability of mid range phone, that is 30, right, 30 out of 70. What is the probability of high end phone, that is what is it, this value 20 out of 70. Okay. So, these are the probability of the class levels. Now, here we need to find out the answer. We need to focus on what is asked in the question, what is the test case. So, here the test case is having 2 SIM card. The feature that is given to us is single SIM. That means few of the phones are having single SIM, few are not having single SIM. If those which are not having single SIM, that means they are having 2 SIM card slot. And then NFC directly it is given. Then there are few numbers given to us having the 5G compatibility. So, all those numbers which are not 5G compatibility, that number also we need to find out. Okay. So, here what we understood, that each phone has the attributes. What are the attributes? Single SIM, whether they are having single SIM or whether that means whether they are having dual SIM or not. Okay. If I find single SIM, I can find for the dual SIM or not. Then whether all the phones are having 5G compatibility or no 5G compatibility. Okay. Or we can consider it as or. And the last feature is whether all the phones are having NFC. So, here what are the answer for single SIM, the dual SIM? The answer or these are the attribute. Okay, these are the attributes. And what are the values of the attribute? Single SIM or dual SIM is yes or no. These are the attribute value. Okay. 5G compatibility is there or not there. These are the attribute value. NFC is there or not there. These are the attribute values. Okay. Now, here we will calculate what? To find out all this, I need to find out whatever is there in the right hand side. So, in the right hand side, this probability of this class level, that we just now have found out, right? Now we need to find out what, given the class level, I need to find out the probability of each and every feature that is given. Okay, so first let me calculate probability of what, the first feature is single SIM. Probability of single SIM given the phone is budget phone. What is that probability? 15. How many total phones are there? Budget phone 20. Out of 20, 15 are having single SIM. Okay. So at the same time we can calculate another our required probability, because the question is having the, asking about dual SIM, right? So we can write probability of dual SIM, okay, given the phone is budget phone. So it will be what, 1 minus whatever is the probability for the single SIM. So all those, the probability value having single SIM, that if we subtract, then we can get probability of dual SIM, correct? Similarly, probability of the second feature, probability of 5G given the budget phone. So how many are having 5G from budget phone? 5, right? Equal to, let me just change the ink, equal to 5 divided by 20 here, this one 5. So we can at the same time calculate no 5G compatibility, because the feature that we are interested in is the complement of the given feature 5G compatibility, right? So probability of no 5G given it is the budget phone, that is 1 minus 5 by 20, which is equal to 15 by 20, correct? And at the same time we can calculate the third feature, probability of NFC given it is budget phone. So that value is what? That value is 0, 0 out of 20. So it is simply 0. Okay. In the same way, we can calculate for what? For the mid-range phones. So here let me try to fit all the data here only. Probability of single SIM given it is a mid-range phone. So this is 20 by 30. Hence probability of dual SIM given it is mid-range phone, it is 1 minus 20 by 30, which is equal to 10 by 30. Then probability of 5G given it is a mid-range one, that value is what? 20 by 30, correct? Hence I can find out probability of no 5G given it is a mid-range phone, which is 1 minus 20 by 30, which is equal to 10 by 30. Then probability of NFC given it is a mid-range phone, that value is what? 15, right? 15, 30 out of 30, correct? Then we will move forward for the high-end phone. Here probability of single SIM given it is a high-end phone, that value is what? 15, right? 15 out of 20. So we can find out probability of dual SIM given it is high-end phone, 1 minus 15 by 20, 1 minus 15 by 20, which is equal to 5 by 20. Similarly, probability of 5G given it is a high-end one, that value is what? 15 by 20. Hence probability of no 5G given it is a high-end phone, which is equal to 1 minus 15 by 20, which is equal to 5 by 20, correct? Then the last one, probability of NFC, the feature NFC given it the class level is high-end. So that is what? 15 by 20. Okay. Now we will be calculating what? This one, right? We will be calculating probability budget probability that it is a budget range phone given the features, probability that it is mid range given the feature, probability that it is high end given the feature. And the right hand side value, right now I am having all the right hand side value. I am having this probability of the class level. I am now also having given the class level whatever the features are there, that probability value also I am having, right. So here probability that it is a budget range phone. Okay, what are the feature? 2 SIM card, dual SIM slot, NFC, no 5G. So given it is a budget range phone, the test case is what? It should be dual SIM. Then it is no 5G, and it is what? NFC, the feature NFC is also there. So this probability is equal to probability of what? This one I'm just writing this one. Probability of budget given the feature, probability of the class level is budget given the feature, which is equal to proportional to probability of whatever feature and then given the class level. Probability of the features are what? Dual SIM given the class level multiplied by, all these are multiplication, okay, multiplied by probability of no 5G given it is budget range, probability of NFC given it is budget range, and the last one multiplied by the class level multiplied by probability that it is budget range. Okay. So here this particular formula, if we are having multiple values in this x vector, okay, x feature is having multiple values, right. So that we are going to take product only, that probability values we are only going to take product of that probability values, okay. So this is equal to what? Let me, so here you see one value that we can do one smart work here is what, that the in case of this let me change the color, in case of this budget range, okay, this probability value is correct. In case of this budget range, the probability value of the feature NFC given the budget, it is 0, right, and that is that particular probability value. So all these are multiplication. So whatever values I am having for this one or this one, since this one is 0, everything is 0. Okay, I hope it is clear. Then probability of the next one, it is a mid range phone given the feature value dual SIM, then no 5G, then NFC, all these are again probability of dual SIM given it is mid range multiplied by probability of no 5G given it is mid range, probability of NFC given it is mid range, probability of mid range, okay, which is equal to probability of dual SIM. So this one, right, this portion we need to focus. Probability of dual SIM given it is mid range, that is 10 by 30 multiplication probability of no 5G given mid range, that is again 10 by 30 multiplication this one, right, 15 by 30 multiplication probability of M. So probability of M we have calculated before only, this one sorry, this one probability of M, okay, this is probability of budget, probability of high end, the last one. So this is 30 by 70. So this if we multiply, then the values comes out as 0.023, okay, in this range. Then we change the color. probability of the last one high end, okay, given it is dual SIM, no 5G and NFC, this will be equal to again probability of dual SIM given high end multiplied by probability of no 5G given high end multiplied probability of NFC given high end multiplied by probability of high end. So, this is equal to these values, all these values we need to concentrate. Dual SIM, this value 5 by 20 multiplication 5 by 20 again multiplication, this one 15 by 20 multiplication probability of high end, probability of high end, this one, correct, this one. So, 20 by 70. So, this value comes as 0.0133. Okay. So, if we consider the final values, this one is 1, this one is 1 and this is the last, this one, right. So, which probability value is having the highest value? This is the lowest one, then this one, right. So, mid range is having the highest value, right, 0.023 mid range probability. The given the test case, given this test case, the probability that this phone is actually mid range, the probability for the mid range is highest, right. So, it is more highly likely that it is a mid range phone. Then the next probability is for the high end, then the last probability is the budget. Okay. So, if we see the options, budget is coming at the beginning, no, that is wrong, this option is wrong. Second is budget, no, this is also wrong. Third is mid range is coming first, then high end, yes, then high end and then budget. So, this third option is the correct option. I hope it is clear. Okay. So,